Global new moons in political astrology in the sidereal sky. Every science follows a method that has some rules to arrive to a conclusion. In astrology, the reading of horoscopes follows certain rules, and the more accurate the data of birth, the more accurate the predictions. However, the time of birth is not always available, and therefore the horoscope will not be so precise for a suitable reading. Nevertheless, in political astrology, one can have the precise times for the new moons, which happen when the sun and the moon are together in one point in time. In theory, every horoscope can give the trends ahead provided one follows certain rules, and vice versa. In theory, all the events that one can see is related to the horoscope. In other words, by observing the surroundings, one can find some unknown astrological rules. And I say unknown because there are thousands of rules missing in classical literature, and there are much less in political astrology. Case in point, when Uranus was discovered in 1781, astrologers started to write about the possible effects of Uranus on the 12 signs of the zodiac. Even if Uranus takes 84 years in crossing the 12 signs of the zodiac, by observation of events one can understand the possible effect of a planet. So let us explore the mystery of the new moon of August 2024, which happened on the 4th at 11 GMT, Greenwich Mean Time. Automatically, all over the world, this time can be considered by adjusting the time zone, and the evidence of the new moon is that the sun and the moon in a horoscope have to be together. For example, for London, which is 1 hour ahead of GMT, due to the rules of British summertime, the new moon happened there at 12 past noon. These charts are generated by the Gauravani Jyotish GJ program. The Lagna, or rising sign at London, is at 28 degrees and 2 minutes of Virgo, sign 6, while the sun and moon are both at 18 degrees and 22 minutes of Cancer, that's sign 4, also known as the 4th sign of the zodiac. Above the planetary positions we see the two graphics for the Rasi or horoscope and the Navamsa. Both charts have the rising sign as Virgo, that's the yellow sector, sign 6. The new moon or the sun, SU, and the moon, MO, are seen in the sign of Cancer, number 4, in house or sector 11. Newcomers to astrology are likely to get confused by the order of the houses in this North Indian style graphic, but a way to take as reference for the houses is to consider that the house or sector 1 shows the face, sector 2 the right eye, and sector 12 the left, sector 3 the right ear, and sector 11 the left, sector 4 the right nostril, and sector 10 the left. Sector 5 is like the bent right knee, and sector 9 is the left one. Sector 6 is like the right foot, and sector 8 the left. Sector 7 opposes the rising sign, which is sector 1. The GJ generates the following report from the horoscope of the new moon at London. You have Virgo rising. It's your ascendant, rising sign, or Lagna. Since the signs always proceed in a set order from the rising sign, you thus have Libra in your 2nd house, Scorpio in your 3rd, Sagittarius 4th, Capricorn 5th, Aquarius 6th, Pisces 7th, Aries 8th, Taurus in your 9th house, Gemini in 10th, Cancer in 11th, and finally Leo in your 12th house. The planets in houses. The Sun is in the 11th house, in Cancer. The Moon is in the 11th house, in Cancer. Mars in the 9th, Taurus. Mercury in 12th, Leo. Jupiter in 9th, Taurus. Venus in 12th, Leo. Saturn in 6th, Aquarius. Rahu in 7th, Pisces. Ketu in 1st, in Virgo. The planets as the rulers of the houses in houses. Mercury is the lord of the 1st house and is in the 12th. Venus, lord of 2nd house, in 12th. Mars is lord of 3rd house, in 9th. Jupiter, lord of 4th, in 9th. Saturn, lord of 5th, in 6th. Saturn, lord of 6th, in 6th. Jupiter, lord of 7th, in 9th. Mars, lord of 8th, in 9th. Venus, lord of 9th, in 12th. Mercury, lord of 10th, in 12th. Moon is lord of 11th, also in 11th. Sun is lord of the 12th house and is in the 11th. In other videos, we are going to learn the trends indicated for the planetary combinations. With these rules in mind, we calculate the horoscope for the new moon from Hawaii's Honolulu. The sun and the moon are at 18 degrees 22 of Cancer at 12 minutes past midnight. The planetary positions have to be the same for any location on Earth, but the rising ascendant at the local site is different. And for Honolulu, the Lagna is Taurus or sign 2. There are 12 zodiac signs and 12 houses. The new moon happens in Cancer, and the rising sign is Taurus. This means that the new moon fell in house 3 of the chart. Why? Because in Vedic astrology, we count the rising sign as house 1, and automatically all the following signs fit the next houses. So from Taurus rising, Taurus will be house 1, Gemini is house 2, and Cancer, where the new moon happened, is house 3. In astrology, we can use numbers, symbols, or abbreviations for the signs. Very few know the symbols of the signs. Students of astrology know the location of the 12 houses and the number of the 12 signs, but in general it is easier for everyone to follow the abbreviations of the signs or the number of the signs representing the houses. This is my experience when showing horoscopes I am reading to the people. Most of them do not react to the symbols of the planets or signs. Many become confused with the numbers for the houses or the signs, and, in fact, most confuse the numbers of the houses with the signs. Sometimes, when in doubt, it is better to see again the horoscope. In this video, we are going to see the continuity of the rising signs, from Taurus in Honolulu to Tarawa in Kiribati. Having Aries rising or sign number 1, every sign of the zodiac measures 30 degrees of arc, and each sign has 9 navamsas, each measuring 3 degrees 20 of arc. In other words, there are 12 signs and 108 navamsas. That's 12 times 9. The navamsas are useful, especially when 2 capitals or cities have the same rising sign, but because the navamsa is likely to be different in both of them, the results or events have to be different. In theory, each Rasi or horoscope indicates the trends ahead for the capital or for the city. Having said this, we are going to see the horoscopes of more than 20 cities cast for the new moon of August and in the sidereal sign. Summary. In political astrology, the 12 houses have different indications. First house, new leadership or national identity shifts. Second house, economic reforms or financial initiatives. Third house, changes in communication, media, or transportation. Fourth house, new domestic policies or homeland security measures. Fifth house, educational or cultural developments. Sixth house, public service or health reforms. Seventh house, new treaties or diplomatic efforts. Eighth house, financial crisis management or tax reforms. Ninth house, legal, educational, or foreign policy changes. 10th house, government or leadership transformations. 11th house, legislative or social movement initiatives. 12th house, national security or institutional reforms. New moons in each house indicate a time of potential growth and change in the respective areas, making it a significant period for initiating new projects and policies in the political sphere. Next, we are going to see the charts in a sequence following the next charts, the signs as shown in computer programs. 1 or AR for Aries, 2 TA for Taurus, 3 GE for Gemini, 4 CN for Cancer, 5 LE Leo, 6 VI Virgo, 7 LI Libra, 8 SC Scorpio, 9 SG Sagittarius, 10 CP Capricorn, 11 AQ Aquarius, 12 PI or PS for Pisces. At Honolulu, the new moon shows the same planetary positions, but the rising signs are different. The rising sign at London is Virgo, number 6, and for Honolulu it is Taurus, number 2. This house 1 or sector is shown in yellow and having Jupiter, JU, Mars, MA, and Uranus, UR. An empty sign or house gives a different influence that a sign or house having 1 or more planets, because these planets add their influence to the house. Following, we see the Rasi or horoscopes for London and Honolulu describing the signs with numbers and with abbreviations, i.e. new moon of the 4th of August 2024 at Honolulu, cast at 12 minutes past midnight. The Lagna is Taurus, sign 2, and the Navamsa rising sign is in Aries, sign 1. In example, new moon of the 4th of August 2024 at Honolulu, cast at 12 minutes past midnight. The Lagna is Taurus, TA, and the Navamsa rising sign is Aries, AR. In example, new moon of the 4th of August 2024 at Honolulu, cast at 12 minutes past midnight. The moon on MO with the sun SU fell in Rasi sector 3 and the Navamsa sector 9. Liking and subscribing helps the channel. See you next time. Feel free to ask any questions.